Starting to come off. Well done. What a drive. Relocated that hook. Let's see, pull it up a bit. Shenanigans out of Brian's, both on Bullet Truck and Redlux. Keep an eye out for an upcoming video where we take Redlux out for its maiden run. Twin locked, dual cases, and now sporting an EFS 2-inch lift. We get the YZ65 ready for Millie's maiden run on it. An invite to the 4-wheel drive show by Cal Off-Road. We've got these awesome knuckles to put back on the Traxxas Maxx and see if we can destroy it again. We've got lots of crawling action. Have a look at that Gen 1. Yes, that's my old truck, Orangey. Hasn't Cal made it look absolutely wicked? And what he has set up now are Fox shocks for your solid axle front, 4runners and hiluxes. It was always a bit of a mission to find a shock that suited a 3-inch lift with extended shackles, unless you went hoops. But check these lengths out, they're actually perfect. So these he's now got off the shelf. So if you've got a solid axle front hilux and you are chasing particular shock lengths, give Cal from Cal Off-Road a call. Now these arms for the 79, you can see here, these are the DPF model with the curve. Now he's got these to suit 2, 3 and 4-inch lifts. Castor correct. We're going to have plenty of room now to the tie rod, and we've also going to have an increased ground clearance. So one advantage of the new arms is going to be getting clearance between the arm here and the tie rod. It's actually got a groove, so it's flattened that tie rod out from just hitting and hitting and hitting. So those bushes, you can see the bolt. The bolt's not in the middle of the hole, so it's collapsing under the load and under the travel and the pressure and all the off-roading we do. Look at it. When you run a factory arm with a lift and you run a castor correct bush, what you're actually doing is taking a bit of meat away from the actual bush itself. Now with the Cal Off-Road ones, it's an Australian made hybrid rubber bush that he has in his. A little bit of prep, we'll take the sway bar off. I might even ramp it with the sway bar off and the factory arms on. But we're not going to do any four-wheel driving. I'll take the air out of the airbags just so that it can flex, but I'll leave the tyres where they are. So you're not going to get much better than that with factory arms. But what I did notice is that is basically resting on it. So the measurement I like to take when I'm comparing things like this, where I know I can come back to the same spot, got the same size tyre, I like to go from the centre of the hub to the underside of the guard. Now unlike the grey truck where I was chasing big flex, which led to making bump stops to keep coils from falling out, this 79 is more of a tourer for us. We're towing the caravan a lot more, we're towing the bikes around the state. So that's how I want to set this one up. Might have an opportunity where that front passenger's off the ground too. Yeah, so the wheel that's drooping on this side as well, I'm touching the radius arm. So that's actually stopping droop too. Has to be. We're going to put a timer on it so we know exactly how many hours she's doing. And this is what's specified for it, the BR10EG. Now that's a racing competition plug. First job on the list is to drain the gearbox oil and get the penrite 10W40 in it. Strangely enough, the plug I took out wasn't what was specified. This is a BR9ES, so it's obviously an alternative plug. But anyway, we got a box of them, so we should be right for a little while, as the Yamahas don't go through plugs as often as the Husqvarnas or KTMs, with my experience anyway. Just checking back through the Bible, and it's actually 10W30, so I was mistaken. I haven't put it in yet. So it's 500 mil of the 10W30. the 10W40s for the Husky. Timer's on, it's 5 wraps around the spark plug lead with the wire, and then the wire to the timer. So with the Yamahas, that's actually a really nice spot for them. So Nicholas's one I put pretty much in the same spot. Wow, does that say 39.9? So that's 40 hours he's done on this bike. So typically that's when we look at the top end on these. But with Millie's Husqvarna, there's actually a spot under the seat. Her seat's quite easy to take off. It's a clip at the back and then the seat pulls off. Whereas with the Yamahas, you've actually got a bolt. So the Huskies are a little bit different to the Yamahas. Typically you'll see the Yamaha timers are around the neck there. Ready to put on the trailer for a maiden run. Amelia had to be assessed on her 85. So every time you go up a bike size or a wheel size, you need to be assessed so that they know you can handle the bike on the particular track you're going to. So it wouldn't have been 5 minutes and she was up and on the track again. She's a very skillful rider, Amelia is. She's got good technique. So out with the old, we got the plastic drive shafts out and the plastic knuckles that we damaged. That's the one that pin slipped out of. Look at and that's the replacement. It's not slipping out of that, is it?
No.
That's pretty cool. So we'll get all this back together, including the new front drive axles. So again, we're replacing plastic with metal. And then we're going to take it out and see if we can destroy it.
Destroy it?
Nice haircut. So while we've got the new bearings that came with the bigger axle, so there's a bigger inside diameter there. The axle's a bit bigger. We've got the metal knuckle. Now I've put the driver's side one together, so you've still got that small piece of plastic that links the arms to the knuckle. Now I found on one of the bolts here that are like a pin, that I've actually got a bit of plastics that's stripped. So I'm going to have to put some Loctite in that one side or keep an eye on it. It looks cool too.
Yeah, it's shiny.
Shiny for now.
Yeah, for now.
That's a pretty strong hub now. Big pin. As opposed to earlier was plastic and a smaller diameter pin. And then the wheel goes on and then that's your locking nut. In bolting the wheel on, what went from an 8mm hex nut goes to a 17mm socket. We need to tighten it up so it's a lot sturdier. It's going to hold the force.
Yeah.
A tyre swap. I've borrowed Chevy's Prolines for Mini Bullet, so a much taller and wider stance. Some decent shoes now on Mini Bullet. I'm going to try something risky here. Oh, big side angle. Oh, nice. I'm going to roll forward for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that? Panel damage. Okay, recovery. Thank you. One more. Nice.
Sucking in the winch.
Oh, we broke the glass. No. Nicholas has done a swap. He's taken the Prolines off the C2X and put him on his new crawler. They're actually a little bit smaller. And we complain about how long this Axial is, but in fact, it's a touch smaller wheelbase than the C2X. We'll see how that goes. Nicholas wanted the scales out. He wanted to measure up the difference in the tyres before he chose to go the smaller one. Whoa! Only car that can make this is Chevy. True?
Yeah.
Whoa! Nose is up. Oh!
Power makes it. Alright.
Have I gotten up this before?
No, you haven't. Well, let's see if the new tyres can do it.
Yeah, the new tyres give me a bit more height.
And a bit more grip.
Ground clearance. And the new motor too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those days. The rocks are gripping. We'll have to show Millie that she's not the only one that can get up that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not stopping you. You got up it. Go the steepest section. Whoa, whoa, he's popped it. Yeah, you're on your bum.
Oh, yeah.
Roadside repairs, huh?
Yep.
Taking the rear bar off. Pull it out evenly. Yeah, baby, it's coming off. Phew! Easily. Oh, this isn't going to go. This is too steep for it for sure.
Yeah.
It's rolling back.
Yeah, I'll winch you.
And just try and winch a bit, and I'll drive the same. Oh, you've pulled my nose down. Oh, look at this. You might have to drive back. Yeah, you did it. Drive back. Woohoo! Oh, that's cool. So your bar would be stopping you right now.
Yeah. Alright,
You're gonna have to send it.
Up the inside.
Oh! That's wicked. Nice drive, mate. There. Whoa, see, that's where... Oh, yeah, well, so doing it all right. Nah, you're gonna have to come back.
With his long wheelbase.
This is a good wheelbase for it. Oh, right. You're gonna make that. You are too. Hang on. Yeah, you're gonna back it up. Hang on, let me get on the other angle.
Like a 2 second back up.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Keep doing it though. Come back a bit. Yep, stop. Now turn right and go forward. You've made it. You've actually made it.
How did they do that?
You just drove it. You drove it.
Let's see Mini Bullet.
No, Mini Bullet can't. We know it can't.
No, but the...
Whoa, he's leaned it over. Oh, he's leaned it right over now. Let's have a look from the top. It's nasty.
Yeah, it looks way steeper at the top.
Yeah, it's so steep.
Alright, I think I found the line.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh
All right, winch in a bit, see what yours does. Okay, hang on, let me see which way this wants to actually work.
I can't go backwards.
To try and drive a little bit.
I'm gonna go but I
Just
can't.
winch in a bit more and see what everything's doing. No, okay. Whoa, we're gonna move that winch. Relocated that hook. Let's see, pull it up a bit. Yeah, we got it. Oh, you got it. Yeah, you got it all by yourself. I'm driving a little bit, but you got most of it. Well done. Okay, stop, stop. Oh, yes.
We did it.
We did it. All right, what's the next move? You think you're going to take your car down this? All right, let me get this safely out of the way. You're so long. Oh, amazing. Amazing. That wheel off the ground? No. Oh, it is just starting to come off. Well done. Oh, what a drive. Flex ramp for the day, makes it to the top. That wheel's still on the ground, and yep, the front one's still on the ground. Yeah. Whey! Bit of a wheel lift. Nicholas was switched on and quick today. It was a dry track and he was just on. Well done, son. So we had Amelia's bike on the trailer. Now we've got a skills event coming up in a couple of weeks. So as soon as the coaches turned to doing some of that, she was straight back up on her 65. After this little bit of skills session, there was a bit of fun to be had. So there were 3 lines. It's quite steep up and down, but very doable. Nicholas here, of course, chooses the hardest line first.
Oh.
It didn't look enough like a comp truck, so he said, sticker it up. But the mission he's given me, he wants to graft this comp style tray onto it. So we'll have to see how that goes, because it's quite empty beyond this piece here. But that would look cool, can you imagine it? No overhang, we'd already taken the rear bar off. That would look more like a comp truck. This tyre has seen better days, as we could see in that last bit of footage. A little bit of sliding action around the corners. But I can only blame myself. So in 2 weeks' time, I promised him a brand new rear tyre. But he said, Dad, no, I need to ride it the weekend before to take the knobs off it, just like you talk about with the Treps. So really, I can only blame myself. There's just so much maths involved in this. So next episode, we'll have the new springs on the vehicle. Have some footage of the install at Brian's place, getting the new springs under, the new spring perch, the shackle angles, the maths. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.